it's possible that you're playing small or your fears, they're very valid because of your past experience. Yeah. But if you don't give yourself the opportunity to jump into something new, to see what's on the other side, you will always have a fear-based life without enjoying what you want.
Welcome to the Be It Till You See It podcast, where we talk about taking messy action, knowing that perfect is boring. I'm Lesley Logan, Pilates instructor and fitness business coach. I've trained thousands of people around the world, and the number one thing I see stopping people from achieving anything is self-doubt. My friends, action brings clarity, and it's the antidote to fear. Each week, my guests will bring bold, executable, intrinsic, and targeted steps that you can use to put yourself first and be it till you see it. It's a practice, not a perfect. Let's get started.
Welcome back to the Be It Till You See It interview recap, where my co-host in life, Brad, and I are going to dig into the versatile convo I have with Ericka Nicole Malone. Yes. Don't you want a name that has
three,
like that?
All
Ericka
three things.
Nicole Malone. In our last episode, if you haven't yet listened to the interview, you should pause this now and you should listen to it, or listen to this one, then listen to that one, see if the same takeaways. If you watch our situation on the YouTube, I don't know if we edited. I hope we edited out where I spilt water all over the desk during the interview.
I think we did.
And
we definitely did.
And Ericka she's got a little fear of dogs, and one of the dogs opened the door during the interview. So we no longer are doing in-person interviews.
Sure we edited that out too.
Yeah. Oh my God. Anyways, it was okay. But it's a great interview. What we left on.
It was actually cool because she came here.
Yeah.
So she was actually in person, which we've only done that a few times before. Maybe half a dozen in all these episodes.
In-person interview, not at the house. Oh, we did Michael Unbroken was here at the house.
Nicole
was not at that. We did it at her place.
Oh yeah, we did. But yeah, no.
So in our studio, we've had two.
Michael and Nicole, and now Ericka. So three.
Who? Oh yeah, Nicole.
Yeah, twice.
Nicole Mitchell. Well, I'm sorry. This is Ericka Nicole Malone. So I was confused. Anyways, today is November 21st, 2024, and it's Use Less Stuff Day. I'm going to tell you about this day because the way I think of it, it means like don't use too much today.
If you read it really fast, it says useless stuff.
Useless stuff day.
But that's not the day. It is use less stuff day.
Use less stuff. Use less stuff day.
Use less useless stuff. How about that?
In the 50s, minimalist art rose to prominence and minimalistic design and architecture grew popular. Japan shifted towards making homes that did not require expensive materials and was reduced to the basic elements. Life was chaotic and crowded in the cities, and people wanted to simplify by buying fewer things and using as little space as possible. The day was created to spread awareness about the clutter of unnecessary things in our homes, especially during one of the busiest shopping months of the year. It encourages people to adopt a minimalist lifestyle where only the essentials are bought or kept.
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to say, we no longer subscribe to minimalist life.
Who? You and me?
Yeah, we used to.
Yeah, we definitely tried.
Okay, so here's the deal.
Even in that space, we still had stuff.
Yeah, well, it's because you're a master packer. Here's what I'm going to say that we're going to commit to around the weekend of this episode coming out. Speaking of Michael Unbroken, we are going to host some of his artwork in a closet while he's traveling the world. We don't actually have a single closet where anything more could, look at that, babe. Look at that closet. So that closet you're looking at is a little scary, but I think if we just commit
it's just full of coats.
If we commit, you have so many instruments in that closet. There are boxes in there that have nothing inside them. We're just holding on to boxes of things that we bought years ago. You couldn't return if you wanted to.
Yeah, those probably could go not. They were bought.
I would just like to put it on the record.
A couple years ago.
On the record that between this episode dropping and Thanksgiving, we are going to make space in this closet because we've committed to holding on to someone's artwork.
I did think, where are we going to put them? And this is the only logical choice. And so it does need to be reviewed. We do have, by the way, a dog
picture
conveyor belt situation. What's it called? Walking. When you walk on a thing.
The dog treadmill?
Treadmill. That's
I thought
the
we
word.
gave it away.
Nope, still in there.
You hit it.
I didn't. It's right there.
There's also I can see at least one trombone and a Roomba that we used a time.
No, we used it like 4 times.
Yeah. Somebody want a Roomba? Let us know. Okay. We'll give you a good price. We didn't recently just get back from Cambodia. We've been back for a bit. And
yeah, that's true. We've been back for a month.
yeah. And so we want you to come with us.
Yeah, actually 5 weeks. But we also extended our trip and went one more country over, which you could do too.
Yeah.
If you join us, February, we're going to be going back. We're going to take an amazing group. We already have an incredible group coming with us.
Oh my God. Amazing, amazing humans.
Yeah, we're really fired up. It's a bunch of people who've been clients of ours for a long time. It's going to be so much fun. We cannot wait. And don't worry, if you have not been a client of ours for a long time, you're going to just fit right into the mix. Don't worry about that. Yeah, so go to crowsnestretreats.com, crowsnestretreats.com. The experience in Cambodia is like a once in a lifetime or maybe twice in a lifetime experience because we've had people come back.
Many people have done
Actually,
it twice.
it is just mind blowing.
Yeah.
So you have to come. You have to enjoy it. Okay, next up.
Literally, when this comes out, I'm going to be in Los Angeles, truly getting as much guillotine into my body for the photo shoot that we're doing on Saturday for the Accessories Pilates flashcard deck. And the Accessories deck is the last deck in our Pilates flashcard series. And don't worry if you don't know what a guillotine is. It's only like 11 exercises in this deck. Majority of the exercises are things you can make from household products. I am committed to figuring out how to make the push-up devices with PVC pipe, babe. We have to actually make a commitment to doing that because somebody on Instagram commented because I was showing them how I do a handstand. Did I show you my new handstand on my push-up devices?
Yeah. You showed me the
video. Yeah.
It's pretty awesome. It's a great way to train.
Yeah, it's a really great way to train. It's a little freaking scary. At any rate, I got these handles and I know that we can make them with PVC pipe because I have seen it. I've done some research. So I want to figure out and make a pair out of PVC pipe because the actual push-up devices literally cost $700 now. It is insanity because this is what I was told. It's hand spun wood.
I think so.
Yeah. So that costs a lot of money. At any rate, we're doing that photo shoot in LA. That's what this whole thing came from. And if you want to learn how to use marbles at home to better your feet or use your towels in a better way,
we'll be making marbles.
We're not going to make the marbles. I do have to buy some. That reminded me. I need to do that now. But the accessories deck, you want to get on the wait list because that's when you get the best price. And that's at opc.me/flashcard waitlist. I'm going to do a shout out for the flashcards next week. Next week is the Black Friday, Cyber Monday situations.
It is.
And we will have a tiny 10% sale on the flashcards.
Yeah.
But that's not as good as if you're on the pre-sale wait list for the accessories deck because you could get 30% off when the pre-sale happens. You want to make sure
so these flashcards aren't going to come out till next year, probably around the summer. We're shooting for beginning, middle of summer and making sure that we're on point this time. We had a lot of extraneous things get in the way last year, like hurricanes and things like that.
Our goal is to do pre-sale earlier so that they ship before hurricane season. That's the new goal.
That's the goal. So anyway, go to opc.moi.
No, just me.
.me
/flashcard waitlist, all one word.
Yeah.
Then Brad is hosting this amazing webinar. We've had so many people attend it. It's been
great.
Really great. People really loved it. It's been really inspiring. How many do you have left for the rest of this year?
1.
Okay, so you need to go to prfit.biz/accelerator if you are a Pilates teacher, studio owner who works for themselves and wants your work to work for you. There will probably be more in the new year, so stay tuned. But also, don't you want to start the new year off knowing you have the support for your business? You do. prfit.biz/accelerator. And last but not least, in a couple of weeks, literally 2 weeks away, we are on tour. Balanced Body is our powering this tour. They're our primary sponsor. They're amazing. We've got gift certificates to raffle off, and we are going to 22 cities, over 8,000 miles, over 40 classes and workshops. And you guys, at the time we're recording this, 2 cities are fully sold out, with 2 other cities so close to being fully sold out. And the other cities are like half sold out. So you cannot sleep on this. You must snag your spot now at opc.me/tour. Before we get into Ericka Nicole's amazing interview, what is our audience question?
Ericka
Nicole Malone.
Nicole Malone.
Yeah, Ericka Nicole Malone.
Gotta do all 3.
I do all 3. That's right. That's right, because she's got that name. It's so good.
All right. Kira on IG asked, hey, I live in Germany. How do I buy the OPC flashcards?
Yeah, so here is the deal. We have tried extremely...
Well, first, let's just answer the question.
Okay, the question is...
You can buy them from Amazon. You can buy them from our website.
Yeah.
Now,
The shipping.
They ship from the United States. So
Yeah.
it may cost a lot. Someone just bought some who lived in Singapore and they spent $96 on shipping. So they actually bought all the decks.
I actually thought it was cheap, not bad for shipping to Singapore. I mean, I expected it to be a lot, but I also was like, oh, that wasn't the worst. I mean, to Australia, I saw a deck. One deck was like a $65 shipping.
Something
I'm like, the deck is
outrageous.
$49.
Yeah. So here's what we recommend. The best thing you can do is get together with a whole bunch of friends and buy a bunch of them at the same time.
Yeah.
And that way we can put them all in the same box and ship them all at the same time.
We had a whole group of people in Brussels buy about 30 different decks together.
Yep.
And so the shipping actually was not that bad for that many decks because it's a lot and then it goes up incrementally, but not incrementally a lot, just like a little bit. I guess that's what incrementally means.
Yeah. Anyway, the point is there's power in numbers. And what Lesley was saying at the beginning before I cut her off is that, yes, hopefully someday we do have some kind of distributor over in Europe. We don't actually have one at the moment.
Brad is convinced that if you all call Sissel.
Yeah, SISSEL.
And if you are in Europe, you know what that means. Sissel.
Yeah,
and you tell them, why aren't you carrying the OPC flashcards, onlinepolyclass.com flashcards, preferably with an email and pictures. And if you do it in numbers, they might actually email us back because we have tried. Yes, Sissel, I'm putting you on blast. We have tried.
Yeah, for a year.
More than a year, Brad. I think you started the conversation 2 decks ago.
Yeah. Well, that was in England though. Now we're in the German group.
Yeah. At any rate, we would love to have a distributor out there, but we don't. The other thing that could happen is some amazing studio who has a retail area that loves and enjoys buying things at a wholesale price and then reselling them. They can reach out. We do have minimums and then you get different discounts. We have someone in Australia, Pilates Nerd Down Under. She does that. And then in Canada, we have Pilates, Melissa and a guy.
Yep.
And those two help out the countries that their businesses are in because the shipping is not, when you buy, like we said, a big box.
Yeah.
Shipping's not so bad. And so, yes, they're a little bit more per deck than if you bought from us, but then you're not paying the crazy shipping.
You're not paying the crazy shipping.
Yeah. So there's that.
Yeah.
Thanks, Kira. I hope you get them. Make sure you send a picture. Do you know we had someone buy all of the decks who lives in Oman?
I did not. I missed that.
I know.
Wow.
I got a picture.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it was amazing. It
so
looks
cool.
so beautiful.
Well, thanks for supporting us. Thanks for supporting a small business and Lesley's creative work here where she's passing on all that information. Stick around. We'll be right back for our chat about Ericka Nicole Malone. All righty. Welcome back. Let's talk about Ericka Nicole Malone. Ericka is a powerhouse in the entertainment industry as a writer and producer. She brings to life compelling plays, films, and TV shows. Beyond that, she's a lifestyle expert, offering valuable insights on fashion, beauty, health, and personal development, helping others live their best lives. I think she also used to be a model. Her latest project...
She should be. I mean, she's so beautiful.
I think she was. I think that was part of her career in the past.
Yeah.
Her latest project, The Bucket Wish, is a documentary that chronicles her inspiring journey towards living her dream life. And I think it was like actually a bunch of challenges that she had given up on when she was younger and decided to go back and revisit, such as learning how to swim, such as, can't actually remember what the other example
I feel like
was.
she's playing a new instrument.
Flute.
Flute.
That's what it was. Yep. Yeah. So stuff like that.
I mean, it's impressive because I tried the flute and I couldn't do the.
You couldn't do the what?
Don't they have to do this?
How's it go? If you're watching on YouTube, you're laughing along with me. All right.
But am I right? That's what they do. They pull their bottom lip in.
Yes, it is.
Do they bite their bottom lip?
No.
They just have to pull it in.
Yes.
That's exhausting.
It's
anyways,
a muscle.
Not about me.
It's a muscle.
But Ericka Nicole Malone is learning it. So I think that's impressive.
All right. So about the bucket wish. This is different, y'all, from the bucket list, which we know from the amazing movie and, of course, a bucket list. A bucket wish is a list of personal aspirations and goals that individuals aim to achieve during their lifetime. So aspirations and goals, not necessarily things you want to have done. Encouraging immediate action and fulfillment rather than postponing your dreams. So bucket list, this is a cool way of thinking about, actually the parallel here is like be it till you see it versus fake it till you make it. So I think that the bucket list is like, I'll put it on my bucket list and hope I get to it someday. Where a bucket wish is like, we're taking action and we're actually going to do this now.
That was a great parallel, babe. I co-signed to that. One thing that I loved was that she talked about you can build confidence in having a yearning and a sense of wonder. And I think that is a wonderful way of describing how to get more confident in things, because I think a lot of us go, oh, I could never do that. And then we wonder why we don't have confidence in things. But if you have this yearning to learn and a sense of wonder, you actually can kind of suspend reality for a second and see yourself doing the thing or learning how to do a thing, or potentially like it's another way of being till you see it. And I love that idea of getting confident by just having a sense of wonder, because you're not holding space for I could never do that.
Yeah. So this is interesting. How do you get a sense of yearning and wonder so that you can build your confidence?
That's a great question.
Yeah. So Lesley and I did a course a couple of years back now where we did a book called The Artist's Way.
Oh yeah, it was so fun.
And I felt like that was really strategic and approachable for how do you get curious? How do you get that sense of wonder? How do you actually build that back into your life if you don't feel like you're curious today or have a sense of wonder today? Part of the homework that we had to do was go out and try new things once a week for like 12 weeks. By ourselves. You had to do it alone.
Yeah. Maybe you went walking outside with your shoes off.
Yeah. And it was, just trying all sorts of different things. And it gave you a different perspective of the normality that we've created in the lives that we repeat over and over again. Instead of that, what if you were trying new things, right? So I think that's a great way to start creating a sense of wonder, because once you put yourself back in this place of curiosity and experiencing life, when you see something else, maybe you will have a sense of wonder and yearning. And Ericka's suggesting that will also bring confidence as you start to go experience and explore and tackle those things.
I had one more takeaway.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't know that if you just jump into something new, what will be on the other side. And I think always you don't know when it's new, what will be on the other side. But
like what will be on the other side of climbing through a cave and a hole that's about 2 feet wide.
I mean, I did that, but you guys don't understand, bro.
What was on the other side?
More bats, more bat poop, big spiders. And I did that while also hoping I didn't shit myself. I was sweating from the humidity, and sweating. Those of you who have ever had like a day where you're just like, oh my God, I'm going to have diarrhea. That chill, that sweat that you get, that clamminess, that's what I was climbing through a hole in a cave to another. I'm like, well, how far is this going to go? Are we going out on the other side? I'm going to have to poop with the bats. At any rate, you don't know, but I'm going to call on Chris Goodman here. When we first learned from him, we had that fear episode with him. He's like, what if on the other side of the fear is exactly what you want? And so I just want to put that together with what Ericka Nicole Malone said, which is like, you jump into something new and on the other side, you might get what you want.
How about that? I love it.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine if we took conscious action towards the thing that we want instead of self-sabotage of unconsciously not taking the action because we want this thing, but then we don't take action on it.
And also, like, I just want to, since we're talking on the day of the election, I mean, it's possible that you've tried new things before and like been slapped in the face.
Yeah, sure.
Right? We can all remember what 2016 felt like. And so it's possible that you're playing small or your fears, they're very valid because of your past experience. But if you don't give yourself the opportunity to jump into something new, to see what's on the other side, you will always have a fear-based life without enjoying what you want.
Yeah, that's well said.
Thank you. Your turn.
Okay, so I really loved when she was talking about belief, right? She said, believe in your own projects and in your vision. And she also said, coupling that, you have to protect yourself. Okay. And this is kind of an oldie but goodie, but you're always going to have naysayers in your life. You're always going to have, and maybe those people are your friends and family who are thinking that they're looking out for you, but really they're just putting their own fears on your vision.
Might be total assholes. Like
they could totally be assholes.
I definitely believe you if you tell me your family is full of assholes. I'm going to believe you because sometimes they are, and I'm so sorry.
Assholes.
But you're hopefully avoiding them for a reason. So why are they taking up space in your life?
Yeah. So anyway, protect yourself, protect your heart. She said, steer clear of people who are consistently bringing negativity. Talk to people who will get behind you instead because they believe in you. And that's going to give you encouragement and then confidence as well. She also said, you won't be able to sell anything that you're making if you don't believe in it yourself. It's not that everything is about selling, but maybe your thing is, and you made this awesome script or this awesome, play or whatever, like
or
she
you
did.
want music or
Yeah.
a book or poems or a class or a workout style, like anything that you've created and put together.
Yeah. For people who are in our lives that like we have to engage with who are negative, she had some quick advice. She said, just keep it short.
Yeah.
Just keep it short.
I know. It's like, well, that is such a simple and genius advice.
Good call.
Yeah.
We know who those people are in our world, and we can still be cordial and kind to them and not engage.
Yeah. Every day I go to a park and there are very cordial people that have something to say every day about how I'm wearing shorts. They say it every time. And I'm sure they mean well. It's for their religion that they're trying to push on people. And I just keep it short. I'm like, oh, it's a windy day, ladies. Make sure you stay warm. Keep it short. And I can still be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still smile.
Totally.
Yeah. You've been there, you saw.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. They're very nice too. Yes. All right. Well, hey, stick around because in just a minute, we're going to talk about those be it action items that we got from Ericka Nicole Malone. Okay, finally, let's talk about those be it action items. Say it with me. What bold, executable, intrinsic, or targeted action items can we take away from your combo with Ericka Nicole Malone? She said, hey, be kind to yourself. Just start with that.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God. That, if you actually were honestly kind to yourself, just see what happens.
Yeah, it's, I had this really interesting conversation with someone recently about guilt.
Oh.
And I think that the pathway out of that is being kind to yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Because I grew up in that world.
Did you grow up in a world where they made you feel guilty or shameful? Because there's a difference.
Guilt.
So they didn't say you are this.
No, it was if you do this thing, it will be bad. Right?
I wonder, we have to ask Brene Brown if that falls in the shame category.
No, it's guilt. And
Okay.
so the problem is that you might not take the actions, but you still think things, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then that creates guilt, right? You feel
Mhm.
guilty for how come I thought that, oh man, I must be a terrible human. So even if you're the most perfect goody two shoes, you still have a mind and you're not necessarily sharing everything that goes through there, right? So
there are so many cults that actually, this is a thing. If you think the thing, you have to go confess to thinking the thing. And that is, yeah, keep going.
yeah, well, that's the first step, I think, of unfucking that mess is kindness to yourself because we are human and our brains are impressionable. We watch movies, we see things that are terrifying, we see things that are sad, and our brains are creative and they just make things up and they do stuff. So I'm grateful that I have the filter of being able to process what my brain is thinking before acting on it. I also think that is a little bit of a learned behavior. I remember my mom saying, think before you speak. But,
oh, yeah. They must have the same parenting book.
but I think that the first step of just being confident is being kind to yourself.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. So I really loved, and it's another simple but totally difficult, make clear goals for your life. Clear goals for your life. So not this bucket list of someday I'll jump out of a plane. Clear goals. What do you want? Really think about it. And if you can't figure out what you want, think about how you want to feel and what you want to, maybe, what's his name? Story brand guy, Donald Miller. He's like, write your eulogy. You giggly. You
googly?
Yeah.
I'm a you Googleizer.
Yeah. If you know,
That's a Zoolander quote.
So you can think about that. What do you want people to say about what you did? And that can help you figure it out and then make clear goals based on that. And I think that that is one of the hardest and most important and also kind of a simple be it action item when you think about it. But most people don't have clear goals. They're just going through every day is the same as yesterday, just doing it.
Yeah, they're trying to make things at least 3 times as big.
And by the way, if that's you, then go back to be kind with yourself because you can stop that you can stop the hamster wheel at any time. Yeah. Anyways, I'm Lesley Logan.
And I'm Brad Crowell.
Thank you, Ericka Nicole Malone, for being on the Beit podcast. We cannot wait to see the Bucket Wish documentary. Super exciting. All the other work you're doing. You guys, how are you going to use these tips in your life? We want to know. Make sure you tag Ericka Nicole Malone. You tag the Beit pod. You share this with a friend. And until next time, you know what to do. Be it till you see it.
Bye for now.
That's all I got for this episode of the Be It Till You See It podcast. One thing that would help both myself and future listeners is for you to rate the show and leave a review. And follow or subscribe for free wherever you listen to your podcast. Also, make sure to introduce yourself over at the Be It Pod on Instagram. I would love to know more about you. Share this episode with whoever you think needs to hear it. Help us and others be it till you see it. Have an awesome day.
Be It Till You See It is a production of the Bloom Podcast Network. If you want to leave us a message or a question that we might read on another episode, you can text us at +1 310 905 5534 or send a DM on Instagram at BeItPod.
It's written, filmed, and recorded by your host, Lesley Logan, and me, Brad Crowell.
It is transcribed, produced, and edited by the epic team at Diseño.co.
Our theme music is by Ali at Apex Production Music, and our branding by designer and artist Gianfranco Cioffi.
Special thanks to Melissa Solomon for creating our visuals.
Also to Angelina Herrico for adding all of our content to our website. And finally, to Meredith Root for keeping us all on point and on time.